On today's episode, a MIDI controller for under 10 bucks? Well, it's more likely than you think. What's up, nerds? This is a Mad Catz keyboard controller for the Rock Band games that were available, in the 2010s, I guess. They came out on all the platforms like Xbox and PlayStation. I think maybe even the Wii. I don't really know. I've been collecting these, well, that's a generalization. I've been hoarding these. I've got a bunch of them in my attic right now, and I've used them on stage with my band. These you can get for this one I paid $5 for, and that's about the running price for them at thrift stores because they really don't know what these are or what they have the potential to be. Sometimes you'll see these with the Xbox or the PlayStation logo right there. This just has a nice little picture of a keyboard, so I'm not sure which system this was for, but like I said, you can pick these up for $5. They run on, I'm thinking AA batteries. Yeah, AA. And the amazing thing is, I found the batteries were still in it. They hadn't leaked. And these are probably like no-name brands that are prone to just bursting out. And they work. They're still got some juice in them. There's an on-off switch right here to switch your keyboard, on and off, duh. But here's where the magic is, and where not too many people know what's going on with these. See this right here? This is a MIDI out. This lets you connect to any kind of, synth engine or even your computer. If you have a MIDI cable that connects, you can control it with this keytar here. It's battery operated. It's even got guitar straps on it, for God's sakes. Look at that. Not guitar straps, but hooks for a guitar strap. So if you are nerdy enough like me, you can play this on stage. Granted, you really only have room for, one hand. It's really hard to do two. With this limited amount of keys, it's really just for leads and maybe chord pads or something like that. So I'm going to walk you through using this with a sound module. The one I'm using today is my Roland JP8080. It's a virtual analog synth. It's about 20 years old now, but still sounds like a monster. So hang tight. Let me get this thing hooked up and we'll show you the features of this. All right, I've got everything connected and turned on. MIDI cable in there, powered it on. Little status light right there. JP8080 fired up and some external speakers going so I can hear what's going on. I know in the past, in my videos, I've tried to capture sound with my little, lapel mic, and it's been garbage. So I have some direct outs going into my computer via my little MIDI USB interface over there. So when I go to play, I'll just cut over to that and it'll sound incredible. So don't think it sounds like this over these speakers. But here it is, and it's a basic keyboard. It's, it's actually touch sensitive. You can go light, real light or hard. So you got touch sensitivity. This is actually like a little ribbon controller. If you hit this, it acts as the modulation wheel. And if you hit this little button right here while you're doing that, this acts as a pitch control. Not very good, but it does that. The other kind of features I've found, you do have the option. This button apparently is an octave up, octave down. These guys, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm noticing it changes parameters on the Roland here. So if I just hit a button, maybe it's changing internal voices for the performance patch on this. And yeah, so it may affect different keyboards different ways. But for mine, it changes parameters up and down. But I've found that the left and right buttons do your octave up, octave down. These I haven't really, they're not showing anything if I do that. I just know it changes the status of these lights. And this little keyboard button too, I'm not really sure that it doesn't do anything on these. Neither does the direction pad here. So, I mean, I guess if you wanted to deep dive into it, if you had a program that can interpret the MIDI out signals of these, you could probably, somehow tweak those or assign those to different parameters. If you're using like a VST or something like that, you could probably get full control over this. But when I used it performing live, I just, took it straight out, didn't do any mods to it, made sure I had some fresh batteries, got a nice like 50-foot MIDI cable, plugged it into my main keyboard, and I was able to walk around and look like a total nerd on stage. Mission accomplished. But yeah, for $5, it's the Mad Catz keyboard controller. I mean, thrift stores, up until, I'll see these maybe once every couple of months. Sometimes there'll be 2 on the shelves. It just depends, what's going on in your area. And they're great little inexpensive MIDI keyboard controllers that have touch sensitivity, modulation, and ribbon. The pitch control leaves a lot to be desired, but the modulation on this little ribbon controller is really cool to do. It's great. You want a little cheapo performance one? Look, can't go wrong with this guy. You could pay a lot more for, standalone keytars like the Roland or the Yamaha. I think Korg's got one, but hey, $5, it does the job. And if it breaks, you just go find another one at the thrift store. Keep a stash, in your closet like I do. And as long as you got batteries, you're good to go. Well, this has been a really short video. And yeah, as always, appreciate you guys watching and everything. And I hope you can use this information. Yeah, that's it. All right. You guys take it easy.